Here she comes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Maryland, America's sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade.
Here's a superstar who gained inspiration from the women who came before her and blazed a trail as in-ring competitors.
That determination helped her make it through training with Booker T and find that next level to transform herself into a WWE superstar.
And as this match gets started, we're looking at an unflinching superstar ready to throw down.
Words spoken. She's been itching to get this fight started for quite some time now, but it'll be interesting to see if she's bitten off more than she could chew.
I believe she's come into this match with the exact attitude needed for the challenge.
And then you have the untouchable cover.
She's able to kick out before the refs count.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
Stomping. Ouch.
She's doing hand pulling. Wearing that area down here. Is she gonna tap, 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 tap? And now, just pick the leg.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Hurled away. God.
Oh my, what a splash.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Carmella perhaps realizing there that she's not as untouchable as she claims.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
Taking flight.
Body splash.
And Mella now finding herself on the
Wrong side of momentum. Mella needs to rethink her strategy now. Caught with a punch. Oh, my goodness.
closed fist connects. Places her right in the corner. Wicked clothesline. And Carmella fighting back.
Big overhand.
Look at this. Hair pulled next.
Refusing to let her get into her head. Piercing the throat. Going up high with the punch.
The French kiss. I've seen that move before.
For the win. She breaks the ref's count.
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
Punch. Nasty.
Will Mella put her away?
Cover. 1, 2. She kicks out. I don't believe it.
How did that not end things for her?
She's showing incredible resiliency.
And with that, Carmella's dumbfounded, absolutely dumbfounded as to how that didn't end things.
Power slam.
This match is wearing her down.
There's been plenty of action in this match, and the cost of that is really showing now.
Carmella's got to find a way back, but it looks like it might be too late.
Get to the midsection. Hoisted up. Disorienting spinning.
Revolution's in the spinning power bomb.
That was a great risk here.
Huge victory tonight for her on Raw.
Wait, that's Natalya's music. Here we go.
She's in the ring. Nails her in a clothesline.
Score one for the veteran. Not looking like a stepping stone now, is she? She's in a fighting mood tonight.
Arguably, Monday Night Raw's boldest up-and-coming superstar is here, looking for her second win in as many matches against the Queen of Hearts, Natalya.
Natalya is one of WWE's most accomplished veterans, and she'll need to use every ounce of her experience tonight against a superstar that's bursting with confidence.
I agree that Natalya's opponent is bursting, Corey, but she's bursting with ego. And if she's not careful, Natalya's going to burst her big head.
What a slam!
What power! What dominance!
Boom! Did you hear the impact?
What a shot!
Turnbuckle's the only thing keeping her upright.
Clothesline in the corner. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. Man, she's got a lot of heart and a lot of guts, but I don't know if she can hang on here.
Heart and guts don't matter with a broken body.
And she lets her out of the submission.
I don't know if it's mercy or if it's someone who's not done playing with their prey.
Punch. Oh, what a clothesline. Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Kick to the gut. Bad predicament right here.
Driven down face first.
Attack after attack on target.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it. Oh, get ready. She knows exactly what she's doing with this submission hold.
Oh, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Could be.
Nice escape.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Oh, he's right.
Faraway slam.
Elbow drop.
Nothing fancy there.
Set up in the corner of the ring. Clothesline in the corner. Oh, bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them. Oh my goodness, critical point of the matchup. It could be over right here. Can she hang on? Can she somehow hang on? And for some reason, she lets go of the hold.
Could have just been a tease of the potential agony that's yet to come.
Choice she has except to tap out here. She's gonna have to tap.
I agree. This is about self-preservation. Try again next time.
And she lets her free.
But the damage was certainly done, Michael.
What a punch!
And Natalya dodges there. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
What a punch! Natalya turns the tables.
Up and down. Brutal.
Broken. Taking this one back to the ring now. Oh my God, what an elbow. Whatever's playing here can't be good. Oh, right to the throat. She's lost some of that energy she had earlier.
Yeah, Cole, and now's the time you need to slap a submission on your opponent before they get one on you.
Oh, strong impact.
Ooh, well measured. Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here.
The submission is locked in deep.
Coming. Coming. She had to prevent herself from being severely injured.
Taps out and gets the submission match win.
Here is your winner, America's sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade.
And she walks away with a big win.
Yeah, it truly doesn't get much closer than this match did. The type of match that pushes you to work harder.
Wow, I almost didn't see you there. Probably on account of all
What's this all about?
Ding dong, hello! I'm the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. Man, even for someone like me who already holds so many records, it's pretty impressive.
Right. And how exactly did you even win this? I don't remember hearing anything.
That's because it's not just for WWE, but for the entire world, you idiot! Hence the name of it, Intercontinental. Anyway, I won it in an epic tournament in Rio de Janeiro against the best wrestlers from all the continents. It was so exclusive, cameras weren't even.
Pretty confident about all that, huh?
Why wouldn't I be?
As a matter of fact, I am. I could
You
use
probably could.
Hey, not to be impatient, but when am I going to get my Intercontinental title match with Bayley? It's been
Your Intercontinental title match with Bailey?
She said she'd give me a shot.
Yeah, but a shot at what?
The championship she won a few weeks ago in
Rio de Janeiro? Are you kidding me? That girl wasn't in Rio. She was off because her dog was getting a root canal. Just like Bailey to invent something fake.
Ugh, I knew it didn't all add up. Too bad. Because despite the lies, it actually isn't a bad idea.
Bailey may be full of it, but you're right. Having a women's IC title is a good idea.
Wow, I guess people should invent titles more often, huh?
Don't get any ideas.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Let's see what she can do.
Introducing the challenger from Maryland, America's sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade. And introducing the champion from San Jose, California, the Women's Intercontinental Champion,
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
The WWE trophy case recently got a little bigger when Mandy Rose verified Bailey's Intercontinental Championship, and that title is on the line here tonight.
Bailey may not have any proof to back up her alleged victory in Brazil, but there will be no hiding the results tonight on Raw against her talented challenger.
I doubt Bailey's worried about that, Saxton. The defending Women's Intercontinental Champion always brings her best stuff for the bright lights of Monday Night Raw.
What a reversal by Bailey.
Trying to chop her down with a low kick.
German suplex. Alabama slam.
That was all sorts of nasty.
Countered it just in time. Throw. Elbow drop. The hit's adding up a little on the champ.
Short jab. Just raining down those shots to the back of the neck. That's just a beat down. Right to the throat. Great move.
Remarkable power being shown here.
Big elbow drop. power slam. Telling her opposition, you are way out of your depth here. Oh, what a right!
Yeah, that's some attitude behind it. Power slam.
Oh, look at that. Embracing her adoring public.
Bayley combats out of that.
And another counter.
Ah, jeez. Bayley is now under pressure.
Bayley looks to be well measured right now.
Oh, jarring back elbow. And now she's giving us all a chance to bask in her effervescence.
That's how you establish dominance.
Oh, my, what a splash.
What dominance! She's been on the offensive for a little while now. She is exposing all from the top. Elbow drop. Is it enough? The cover.
And she stops the count.
She just might have more malicious intentions in mind.
And now Bayley's being measured.
Kick to the gut. Lifted way up. Round and around and down we go.
Gonna see a new champ.
There's two. Here is your winner.
She pulled
and
it
the
off.
new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Intercontinental Champion.
Plus, she's the first ever champion to win this title
The
in the ring.
Warrior
What do you mean?
Princess.
Bayley wanted a tournament in Rio de Janeiro.
Come on, we all know Bayley made that up, but enough about her. Congrats to our new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
I still can't believe it.
There you see our new champ.
As the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and the first superstar who actually won it, I'll be sure to do you proud, Mandy.
I'm sure you will.
Not so fast, ladies. What makes you think you're the Intercontinental Champion?
I must have hit you harder out there than I thought. The match I just won, for starters.
Oh, you won the match. But I guess you didn't read the fine print in the contract you signed before the match. It's an Intercontinental Championship, you dummy. Which means that, just like the contract says, you have to beat 3 international superstars before beating me. Sorry, but I don't make the rules.
What are you talking about? You made up this title in the first place, so you definitely made the rules. Mandy, tell her I'm champion.
I actually have to side with Bayley on this one. She may have made this title up, but I made it official. And it was in the contract you signed. Superstars actually have to start reading those.
To be fair, she probably doesn't even know how to read.
Do you want me to read or fight?
Is it so hard to do both? Geez, just beat 3 international superstars and then we'll talk. I'll make sure you get your opportunity with Bayley. And don't sass your GM.
Yeah, and work on your reading skills.
Gentlemen, I think she's about to start a...
Things have taken a litigious turn here on Monday Night Raw after Bayley cited a legal loophole to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Loophole? Contracts are king, Cole. The rules are the rules. Bayley's just enforcing them.
How noble of her. Even after beating Bayley, Kaylee Ray's opponent must now beat 3 international superstars to earn another opportunity at Bayley's title. And that quest begins right now.
Solid punch. Ooh, she responds with a counter.
Oh, here we go. The Women's Intercontinental Champion Bayley just had to get involved.
It looks like Bayley might be toying with her potential challenger yet again.
Sit-out slam.
Up and down. What a slam.
She's looking to end it early. Quick kick out from her there.
She was hopeful going for the pin there.
Alabama slam.
Sent into the corner.
Clothesline in the corner. That offense taking a toll on her.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Outright presentation of power there.
Big drop. Alabama slam.
Kaylee keeps her away.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back.
Relax handle.
Oof. Great. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
I'm not sure there's anything she can do here. She is trapped and in danger.
Byron, she can do this just like you've done your whole career. Tap out. And she releases the hold as she feels that enough damage has been done.
Should have kept on wrenching. Why show mercy now?
She's taking a beating here.
And hanging tough, but beginning to show some wear and tear. Might want to think about picking up the pace a bit. Opportunity now for Kaylee to capture some momentum.
Got Kaylee Ray getting some newly determined focus.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right. Faraway slam.
I wonder if she can withstand much more of this.
Yeah, you have to think her confidence is dropping now.
Lining Ray up.
Kick to the midsection. Oh, this is so much fun to watch. Oh, that's it into a spinning powerbomb.
Kaylee's chances are fading.
Standing shooting star press, incredible.
We all know what she's looking to do next. Kick to the gut. Lifted way up. Round and around. And
Oh, did you hear that thud?
Pull out a big move.
Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
Are we sure that wasn't 3? Just about as close as you can get.
Sometimes when you unleash your best offense and it doesn't get the job done, you're taken out of your game. That's a real... bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them. Trouble! In trouble!
there it is.
And this one is over.
Here is your winner, America's
This woman is ready to fight.
And as this match gets started, we're looking at an unflinching superstar ready to throw down.
True words spoken. She's been itching to get this fight started for quite some time now, but it'll be interesting to see if she's bitten off more than she can chew.
I believe she's coming to this match with the exact attitude needed for the challenge.
Then you have someone like Natalya, who always has large shoes to fill, coming from the well-respected Hart family.
And think about the pressure of living up to that name. Yet Natalya does so with ease each and every time she steps foot in the ring. That's what makes her the GOAT. Senton from the apron. Ooh.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Big punch finds its mark.
4. And Natalya dodges there.
Ooh, hello. And the GOAT struggling a bit to stay afloat there. 6. She's back in under the ropes. Climbs back inside.
Sharp punch.
And now she's bringing an overwhelming offense. And here's Bayley to seemingly get a closer look at her potential Intercontinental Champion challenger.
A closer look? Or is Bayley doing anything she can to avoid facing her? Schoolboy! Shoulders are down!
She powers out immediately there.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
And able to beat Natalya to the punch.
Oh, look at this power.
This is unholy. Look at that for reps.
That is something else. Rough landing.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Sights set on the top rope. From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
She might be in some trouble now.
Well, all things considered, Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this point in the match.
A striking blow. Ooh, she just turned it around.
Loving blow.
And her resolve's looking unsteady here.
Yeah, but now let's see if she can hold up against this burst.
And she's stunned in the corner. Wicked clothesline.
Shoulders down. Could she finally put this away? 2, 3.
And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner,
Oh, yeah, I like her a lot. Behold the Empress of Tomorrow.
Asuka.
And from Osaka, Japan,
Innovative pioneer outside and inside the ring. In over 914 days without a loss in NXT WWE. That may be the most impressive of all. And here's a woman on a mission. She has the singular goal of being the most dominant superstar in the women's division.
She has no issue getting in your face about it either.
She doesn't care who she has to run over. There is no second place for her in any competition.
And with Asuka, besides that great hard-hitting offense, you never quite know what to expect from her.
Come on, Saxton. Asuka's opponents know exactly what to expect. They just tend to forget it all once they're staring into the eyes of their impending doom.
From the top. Oh, drop. Into the quick cover. And there's still plenty of fight left.
She's not wasting any time going after an early pinfall.
Gut punch. Nasty. Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right.
Fallaway slam.
Seriously? Bayley's out here again?
Yeah, because her potential challenger is on the verge of earning a rematch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Bayley's desperate to prevent that from happening. Backslide.
Pinning combination.
And she kicks out.
Maybe she knew that wasn't going to put her away, but it definitely kept her down for a beat.
Ooh, that didn't go as Asuka designed. Wow, what a kick. Bang to the neck.
Straight jacket locked in. German suplex.
She's feeling the hurt here.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
Bang and screw.
That'll tear your knee up.
Oh, and she turns it around.
Guys, I have a feeling someone is about to get their chest caved in.
I think it's happening.
Beats to the Modern.
She's got to be careful here. The referee will count her out.
2. Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
3. 4. 5.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well.
6.
She's into the ring again. And surely she hears how high the referee's count has gotten at this point.
Well, if she does, maybe she just doesn't care.
And she was dangerously close to a count out. Oh, look at the impact here. Boom! Boom!
Pummeling the chest of their opponent.
This is brutal. Endless blows.
And now she's looking to go top rope.
There's a supreme
From the top.
Look out below. Just crashing down with high impact. Asuka got out of the way.
Quick exchange of counters there. 4. Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
5.
Asuka's being overwhelmed.
This has to be a bit demoralizing for the Empress. And one more for good measure. She's trying so desperately to get back up to her feet.
At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match. What's she waiting for? She's looking more focused on gesturing rather than winning. She's surely revving up, but she better put the rubber on the rope.
Wow, wiping that smug look right off her face.
Sliding hip attack.
And it looks like Asuka's opponent didn't see that coming. Didn't know it hit her.
She just got hit by a buzzsaw, that's what. Clearly, Asuka's saying it's time to turn out the lights.
Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
She's going for it. This could be. And she breaks the count.
She is not done yet.
Uh-oh.
Backbreaker. Dicey position for Asuka. Sudden cut. Will that stop Asuka? Shoulders down. 2, 3.
Man, that was a hard-fought win. She's got to be proud of herself.
Here is your winner, America's...
You're full of it, Bailey. But I did what your so-called contract asks. 3 international superstars defeated. Shall I ask Mandy to set the title match, or would you like to do the honors?
As much as I hate to admit it, I am impressed.
Wait.
What kind of champ?
Right.
Oh, but speaking of, there is one thing I forgot to mention.
You're kidding me. No. You're probably actually serious, aren't you?
Don't worry, it'll go by fast. I mean, by the time the waiting period is over, I'll have probably broken the record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever, male or female. But to you, it will seem like the blink of the eye. I mean, heck, I guess there's a chance that you might not even be in WWE by then. So I don't know. Feel free to send me a card or something, or
Our women's Intercontinental Champion, Bailey, is apparently throwing herself some sort of celebration.
The WWE Universe is not enthused.
Today is a day that will surely be mentioned in all the effusive speeches when I, Bailey, am inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, because in just a few short moments, down to the exact minute when I first won this little beauty here, I will become the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, not for the women, not for the men, but for all of WWE for all time. You idiots said I couldn't do it, but you know who never doubted me? Me! So let's join in and count down to the moment of my glory. It's only 20 minutes to go.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm going to be back in about 19 minutes.
1959, 1958, 1957, 1956, 1955, 1954. Come on, I can't hear you. 1950, 1949, 1948, 1947.
Yes!
Thank you.
I don't think I could have made it through that.
No one could.
It is a momentous day, but not because you're going to break any records. Guess whose waiting period just ended? And that's fitting, because tonight is going to be a night of endings. Your Intercontinental title reign is ending, too. Right here, right now.
We're going to have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match coming up next.
Finally, after jumping through countless hoops and waiting over a year, this could be the night that she takes Bayley's title.
If it means not having to sit through one of these celebrations, I'm all for it.
What an unbelievable turn of events. Bayley was mere seconds away from becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history until her former rival hit the ring.
It's been worth the wait, Michael. Bayley's challenger has been waiting patiently, counting the minutes until this moment, and I, for one, up high.
Nobody home for that one.
Multiple stops.
Shoulders down, championship on the line. Able to stop the pin count here.
Up and down. What a slam.
Covered by the champ.
1, 2, 3.
Retains the title.
Here is your winner and still Women's Intercontinental Champion, Bayley!
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the women's
Here she comes.
Introducing the champ.
There's the bell, and we're looking at a superstar who many have considered to be a natural to the sport.
It doesn't take long to see why she's garnered such praise. She has the instincts that not even the most seasoned veterans possess.
It is hard to disagree with that assessment.
Then you've got Bayley, who doesn't just rise to the occasion when it comes to a challenge anymore. Isn't just happy to be here now. She grabs the challenge by the horns and lets it know that she's the one in charge.
This, let's say, edgier version of Bayley certainly isn't concerned with hurting feelings on top of beating her opponents.
Dragon screw.
Looking for a high-risk move.
To the sky.
Oh, she lands hard.
Power slam.
A quick reversal by Bayley.
There's the takedown.
Now trampling the opposition. Painful attack focused on the chest. Right to the leg. Oh, look at that.
Putting a stop to all her showboating.
Punch lands. Reminding her who all these people really paid to see.
Oof, she is not amused in the slightest.
Boy, what a kick. This is not the time to be diverting attention away from your opponent.
Debilitating elbow drop.
Look at this, Bayley going up top.
She starts to rise back up, but does she know where she is?
Watch out.
Gets slammed down.
There's a supreme woman in our midst. Show some respect, WWE Universe.
Landing hard off the back suplex. The power, the strength, and now just pressing. And a drop. Elbow drop. Bayley not quite taking charge of the situation right now, despite her game plan.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Uncorks another one. Tag punch.
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
Bayley's game plan isn't working how she wanted.
Uh-oh.
High angle belly to back suplex.
The champion into the cover. 1, 2. She kicks out with authority after 2.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it. Oh, hard impact in the corner. Caught with a clothesline.
Tossed around like a rag doll. The champ looking worn out.
They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around.
Oh, complete deadlift. This is incredible. Gut-wrench suplex.
convincing effort by her.
What a shot! And Bayley's having trouble managing his onslaught.
Bayley's being cut off at every pass. That could be the table turner Bayley desperately needed.
German suplex. A bad place to be for the challenger.
At this stage of the match, clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth.
Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch.
That's another focused attack to her torso area.
Bayley left an opening for the counter.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
And now Bayley's being measured.
A helpless Bayley here.
Down with the cover. The champ's eyes were glazed over. Pin. 1, 2, 3.
Title change. We have a title change. Here is your winner and the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, America's Sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade. An exciting match that concludes with a title-changing hands.
Talk about history in the making. This is literally one for the history books. And we got to...
Can you believe the nerve? The audacity? I mean, what was Mandy?
Yes? No? I don't know, Charlotte. What are we talking?
I'm surprised you haven't heard. I was talking to Mandy about properly enshrining my excellence here on Raw by crowning me officially as Queen of the Ring. It has a nice ring to it, right? I mean, a simple, understandable request. Mandy, however, got the twisted idea to turn my birthright into a Queen of the Ring tournament for the right to face me. She claimed it's an attempt to generate TV ratings and boost brand awareness. But I know Mandy has it out for me.
I don't know. Seems like a pretty understandable move for a general manager to make.
It's ludicrous. I mean, who's even going to enter this tournament?
You know, Charlotte, I think I'm gonna go talk to Mandy right now.
If she won't listen to me, I'm not sure you can talk any sense into her.
Talk some sense?
You're going.
She's in a fighting mood tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Maryland, America's sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade.
From the moment she saw Eddie Guerrero clash with Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, her life changed. She knew this is what she wanted to do with her life.
That match provided the spark that lit the flame for her career and was the catalyst in shaping the superstar we see today.
Welcome the opening round of the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament.
The Golden Goddess has outdone herself in this tournament, Cole, and this is the
Barely cover.
That's too soon.
Not much behind that pin attempt.
She came here to fight, not lay down.
Up top they go.
Rowdy Buster.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right. Fallaway slam.
Punch connects.
Into the corner now. Wicked clothesline. Oh, what a clothesline. A quick finish. Can she do it? And she kicks out.
Clearly hoping for an early end to this one.
Really just laying it in.
Oh, using the knee.
Bullseye. Oh, what a clothesline. And Ember's resolve might be wavering here.
The She-Dom has to find a way to right the ship here.
Come on, count along if you want.
The 10 beats of the Bodhrán.
Shot after shot after shot. My goodness. She's going up.
Top rope here from the top.
All the way to the outside. Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
Oh, tossed home into the ring post.
And the pressure pressure on her keeps escalating.
Yeah, but she can't allow this surge to frustrate her. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
And now she's giving us all a chance to bask in her effervescence.
This is likely going to have adverse effects on her. She's only aggravating her competition at this point.
That'd be the spark Amber was looking for.
And a leg drop bulldog. And misses on the springboard. Counter from Ember.
Very impressive array of strikes.
She covers for the pin. She still fights out at one.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Alabama slam.
That was all sorts of nasty. Ooh, bad landing. Power slam.
She's losing some steam now.
At this stage of the match, they are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth. She's on unsteady legs in the corner, needs to recover.
Oh my, what a splash. There's two. It's over, all in a nice work. Here is your winner, America's sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade. Wrestle perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat. This woman is the real deal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Maryland,
onward we march in the Queen of the Ring tournament here on Monday Night Raw. The second round begins now.
Natalya faces off here against a superstar looking to build on a big first-round victory against Ember Moon.
We know Charlotte Flair has been keeping a close eye on these matches, and I have no doubt Charlotte's watching right now as both of these women inch closer to her crown.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Guys, I have a feeling someone is about to get their chest caved in.
I think it's happening. My goodness.
The mighty Natalya looking a bit surprised by this assault.
She can withstand the punishment, though. Senton from the apron.
And she still fails to extend any resistance here.
And every attempt of her own offense is being subdued. Quick sidestep by Natalya.
Spine buster.
Well, not much time to think when you have to worry about the referee counting you out of the match. All right, she's back in, ready to go.
6. She wants to finish this.
7. She's in danger of a count out here.
I don't know if she cares.
8. And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Giving the people a chance to take in her undeniable greatness.
From way up, she certainly took a chance there.
High risk with no reward.
Russian leg sweep. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly, able to avoid there. Just wailing away in the corner.
Grit your teeth. Oh, hanging on for dear life.
Oh, LU powerbomb.
That might be it.
Look at this. Oh, nice. Plenty of hits coming her way now. My goodness, did you hear that chop? The Queen of Hearts is fired up tonight.
Yeah, now he's proven hard to keep up with.
And able to beat Natalya to the punch. Oh, look at the impact here.
Good.
Boom! Boom!
Pummeling the chest of their opponent.
This is brutal.
Beats to the bottom. This could be big. Going up high. From the top. Through the air. And connects.
And after that, you know things have just kicked up a notch.
Pedal to the metal right now.
2. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Catches a punch.
Left by the turnbuckles. Clothesline.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
She's looking for the win.
1, 2. Digging down deep and staying alive.
I can't believe it. The people can't believe it. I don't think the referee can believe it.
Big punch finds its mark.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Double underhook applied. Butterfly suplex. Buckle up, this is gonna hurt.
Still going. Endless blows.
There's a supreme woman in our midst. Show some respect, WWE Universe.
This is likely going to have adverse effects on her. She's only aggravating her competition at this point.
Dominance.
And we see the attention being put on the torso area. This is just brute power.
Oh my goodness, absolute dominance.
Natalya caught off guard.
And Natalya dodges there.
Oh, what a slam.
What power. What dominance.
Over and over.
Trapped and nowhere to go. Tap out. This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Here is your winner, America's Sweetheart.
You know, as much as it pains me to admit, you've been doing an adequate job in this sham of a tournament. Still, nothing that's on the level of a real queen, of course, but passable.
I wonder if you'll feel the same way when I win the finals and we end up facing each other for the crown. I wouldn't underestimate me.
I'll estimate you exactly as it pleases me. Thank you very much. But I'll also be watching you in the finals. I'll be watching you very closely. You don't step to the queen without consequence.
Oh, yeah, I like her a lot.
The following contest is scheduled.
As this match gets underway, only 2 women remain in the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament.
That's right, Byron. WWE's reigning queen, Charlotte Flair, awaits the winner of this showdown between two of WWE's most exciting superstars.
Mandy Rose couldn't have scripted this better, Cole. Bianca Belair and her opponent are both on the rise in WWE, but only one of them will make the leap tonight.
Sharp punch. Oh, what a clothesline.
Showing her competition what a real superstar looks like. Big elbow drop.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that? Bianca is losing any remnants of control now.
Belair is not gauging the situation accurately.
Fallaway slam!
This is her time to shine, and don't you forget it.
Oh, and back of the elbow. She's beginning to flag a little.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
And Bianca turning around.
Bianca's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
Yeah, Bianca's survival instincts are taking over.
Hellacious power slam. Oh, I had that well scouted. Placing them right where they want them, into the corner. Clothesline in the corner.
Telling her opposition, you are way out of your depth here.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Oh, what a clothesline. Big splash. Big splash. She will now face Charlotte to crown the first ever queen of the ring.
Wait, Charlotte's here right now.
And she's taken out Bianca and her threat to the crown.
Looks like she might have twisted her knee there a little bit.
Is this how a queen behaves, Charlotte? Really? Come on.
Just asserting her dominance, that's all. One of the best competitors in the women's division.
Here comes the queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
And from the Queen City,
know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego can be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
She's got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on road duty.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament has all led to this dramatic conclusion.
WWE's self-proclaimed queen is defending her crown against a superstar who is limping into the finals courtesy of an attack from none other than her opponent, Charlotte Flair.
Only one of these two superstars can walk or limp out of this match as official WWE royalty. My advice for the challenger, if you come at the queen, you best not miss.
Slam.
Come on, count along if you want. The 10 beats of the Bodhrán.
Shot after shot after shot.
Beats of the Bodhrán.
Showing her competition what a real superstar looks like.
Alabama slam.
That was all sorts of nasty.
Guys, I have a feeling someone is about to get their chest caved in.
I think it's happening. My goodness.
Reminding her who all these people really paid to see.
You can tell she wants to put an end to this.
And now she's given us all a chance to bask in her effervescence.
Oh, clothesline. A consistent attack being mounted on Flair.
Charlotte needs to find a way to reverse her fortunes.
Stomping down.
Big splash. Pancaked by the splash. Punch connects. Oh, look at that. Embracing her adoring public.
She sent flying into the corner.
And it's Charlotte with the reversal.
And now she's setting the pace of this match.
Yeah, she's doing a good job carrying out her game plan. Choke slam.
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. The queen's in danger. Flair caught unprotected.
Drop with the cutter.
Trouble for the queen.
Big drop.
Big splash.
The referee clearly noticed she was on the ropes.
Well scouted by Charlotte.
Back and forth from these competitors.
Flair is falling behind now.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge.
Ridiculous standing shooting star.
She's going for it. 1, 2. Powers out. She powered out.
That's really as close as it gets. She begins to stir back up, but doesn't look good.
How's that for a count? Made her pay for her mistake.
Pick the leg.
Oh, man. That'll tear your hamstring.
Targeting a body part, working the arm.
Countering the Queen. She's in a tremendous amount of pain. Is she going to tap out? Can she hold on? She taps out, taps out.
This singles contest.
There she is, your first ever Queen of the Ring.
She wasn't 100% after Charlotte's attack and yet still managed to win the crowd here tonight. Just a gutsy performance overall.
And this has to be a major blow to Charlotte's ego. The self-proclaimed queen now has to share the title with someone who beat her for it in the middle of the ring.
Charlotte's feelings aside, what a night for our new Queen of the Ring.
Gentlemen, I think she's about to start a fight.
Nothing gets me excited like a big-time qualifying match. The road to Money in the Bank starts right now.
That's right, Byron. The shoulders down. She kicks out before one.
The ref barely started the count. Oh my, dragon screw.
Wow, that hurt.
This is her time to shine, and don't you forget it.
Oh, right
to the kidneys.
Golly.
Natalya landed it right there.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it. Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right. Catches a punch.
Oh, my, what a splash.
Crushing them with the splash.
Now Natalya sent to the outside with authority.
Giving the people a chance.
Taking flight.
Whoa, look out.
And that was a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block.
Comes down across the head with the axe handle. Natalya failing to offer any resistance here.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
She's taking some big hits here.
Quick sidestep on Natalya. Oof. She is not abused in the slightest. She was clearly waiting for that.
And it's Natalya with the reversal.
Natalya finding the breathing room she needed now.
Now he was getting grinded down, but just created a chance to change things. Tagged with a punch. These two competitors keeping a safe amount of distance between one another.
6.
She had it scouted.
Oh! Showing her competition what a real superstar looks like.
Attitude behind it. Reversal. What a counter.
The fatigue is setting in for her.
Oh, slam. Alabama style.
A running elbow drop. Elbow drop.
Great height.
Natalya failing to offer any resistance here.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Punch.
Reminding her who all these people really paid to see.
Spine buster. Target is set on Natty. She's in peril. Natalya caught off guard. Ooh, catches him with the cutter.
Natalya wasn't ready. Now it could be over. Just a barrage. Shoulders down. 1, 2, 3.
Victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, America's Sweetheart, the Warrior Princess, Wade.
Quite the win for her here.
The entire women's division was watching this one, and she is the one to watch, guys.
I hear you qualified for the Money in the Bank match. Congrats. But I hope that doesn't mean you're getting cocky about your chances for my Raw.
Honestly, I don't understand how you deserve to hold that title when competitors like me are in this division. But enjoy it while you can. Money in the Bank is just an opportunity for me to finally right this wrong. Your title is as good as mine.
You're awfully confident for a woman who still has to beat 5 other superstars to even get a chance at.
Here we go. She is ready.
Well, this feared MMA grappler is always ready to fight.
Oh boy, guys, I am so excited for the lady of WWE. Time to put you.
Welcome to a special sneak peek 6-woman elimination match featuring all 6 women competing in the upcoming Money in the Bank match.
It'll be interesting to see who takes advantage of tonight's tune-up and who gets tripped up, taking their first step towards the Money in the Bank ladder.
Yep, he's going for the cover. And she gets the shoulders up.
I don't know if I would have gone for a pin so soon.
And Shayna Baszler tries the early cover. The pin's broken up.
Good grief!
Oh, a jumping arm breaker.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Oh, straight forearm. What a smash.
That is just insulting. This is her time to shine, and don't you forget it. Picking up speed. Takedown. Rolls through.
What a chancery. Her shoulders are down. She's quick to get her shoulder up.
Still a ways to go in this match based on that.
Military press!
She needs to stop saying she's going to bring it and actually deliver on the promise. Evans with the retaliation. Lands a kick to the gut. Didn't go to plan for Jax. Being carried around with ease. Check your face after that one. Oh, by the hair! Whipped across the ring.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Laying down with a powerbomb.
Has the wrist trapped. And now a series of stomps and kicks.
What a smash!
That is just insulting.
Nice takedown. She's forced onto the defensive now. Fleeing back by the counter.
Carefully placed stop to the arm.
Why is she still boasting around? She's in a fight, for goodness sake.
Boom! Head kick connects.
Right across the face. Bang! Drop kick. She scores big with the counter.
Taking head over heels.
has some fight left.
Can you believe this?
I love it.
Fans are looking to put this thing away. Oh my! Into the California driver submission.
How in the world can you get Nia in a submission hold?
I didn't think we'd see it, but I think we could see the impossible. Nia could...
Perhaps thinking something else here.
Not sure why, though, Michael. She seemed to have it really cinched in.
Oh, what a kick. Kicks with great wherewithal.
A lot of tension being used.
Oh, man. There's nowhere for her to go. This may be over quickly.
She's trying to fight. She's trying her best.
Looks like she has other
Scratching and clawing. This could be it.
Picked up.
breaks the count. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
Oh, right on the arm.
And that prevents Bayley's attack.
Loving blows. Making that shoulder vulnerable.
Vulnerable spot for Baszler.
There it is. It's locked in. Well, this isn't going to win the fall, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
Makes a cover. Oh, look at this. Shayna Baszler has been eliminated. Climbing up to the top now. From the top.
Oh, no! That is what happens when you throw your body around. You eventually meet the pavement.
Gets inside the ring.
Takedown. Helicopter spin.
This is ridiculous. This is insulting.
This is entertaining.
She heads into the ring.
Oh, my goodness.
Just striking at will.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
That shoulder targeted there.
For the victory here. She still fights out in one.
Amazing effort by her. Double axe handle. Oof. Uh-oh. Big boot.
I don't know how much. Did she do it here? And Bayley has been eliminated. Cover. 1, 2. Jax falls short. Nia Jax has been eliminated.
Oh, man. Look at these shots.
Big clothesline. Taking a moment to let her know who the real superstar is here.
Well-placed kick. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Aggressive work on that shoulder.
It could be over here. This is it. She bites her shoulder up before one.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right.
Fallaway slam. Big elbow drop. Oh, my, what a splash. Punch lands.
Giving the people a chance to take in her undeniable greatness.
Solid punch.
Into the turnbuckle.
Clothesline. DeVille struggling to defend herself.
Sonya keeps getting cut down. Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent.
Close fist connects.
Sonya's getting up, but has no idea what's coming her way.
Kick to the midsection. Hoisted up. Disorienting spinning.
Momentum into a spinning powerbomb.
This is troublesome for DeVille. Gets the elimination and the win.
Here is your winner, America.
Let's see what she can do.
It's one of the biggest nights of the WWE calendar after weeks of anticipation. The Money in the Bank ladder match is finally underway.
The stakes don't get any higher than this, Michael. A career-altering opportunity is literally hanging in the balance for 6 of WWE's most talented superstars.
Bayley knows what it takes to win this match, but there are no underdogs in the ring tonight, Cole. Every single one of these women is a legitimate threat to grab the briefcase.
Reversal. Can they go on the attack?
Oh, that's just insulting.
Ooh! She adjusts it and reverses it.
Snap suplex. Great counter by Baszler. Topped off with a nice elbow.
No, that got turned around, Evans. Answering back.
Shot by Nia Jax.
Rocking the jaw.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
Really just landed it. Evans escapes the attack.
Caught with a lariat. Fishing for something beneath the ring. She manages to get control.
She's enduring some damage. Yeah, but she'll be fine in this match if she just keeps her eyes on the prize, Cole. She will wisely return to the ring now.
Loving blows. Just rubbing salt in the wound now.
Brought up high with the punch.
Short jab. Raining down those shots to the back of the neck.
She's sent to the outside. No count out as she takes this fight to the floor.
That's just hard to watch.
Positioning the ladder in the center of the ring.
I guess the only thing left to do is climb it. Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Bayley in full control here. Bayley Plex.
We got a little tandem options in our future. She's making her ascent.
Totally focused on reaching the top.
Looking to steal a win here.
Can she do it?
Cole, I will be shocked if this doesn't end in a crash back out of the match.
She heads out of the way.
Interesting strategy.
Scaling the ladder now.
Striking while the iron is hot.
I'd be shocked if this is it, Michael.
She goes back inside the ropes.
It seems like she's looking to take things up a notch or two.
Yeah, she's definitely got something big planned with this table. Taking this to the floor. Tough position to be caught in here. That's one way to use a ladder. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
Look at that. Embracing her adoring public.
What a punch. And now she's climbing up the ladder, hopefully with a plan. Her time could be now.
Just has to pull it down.
And the crowd is starting to come to their feet. Headlock takeover. Slowing down the pace.
Really wrenching it.
And she saw that coming from Jax. Oh, and a reversal.
Oh, man.
Impressive reversal there. All right, back to it, returning to the ring.
Brutalized with kicks.
Could be it.
Boom! Seated choke bomb. Speed with the ladder.
She's setting it up right in the middle of the ring.
Right under the prize. Perfect.
Blows right to the body.
It's 2-on-1.
Oh, what a shot to the gut and another one. All night long. Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
Oh, just in case the first few didn't hurt, there's another. Now she's allowing the WWE Universe to simply soak it all in.
Nia avoids contact.
She's in pretty bad shape now.
This is getting hard to watch, guys. We might need to stop this ring. Lacey figures that off.
Counter after counter. Locked down the shoulder. Oh my gosh, what impact. And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
And up the ladder we go.
I don't think this is about the victory anymore.
Yeah, it's way beyond that point.
Shayna showing her technique. She flips it back up. Jarring impact. There she goes. She's taking this outside. This one cannot be lost by countout.
What a hot shot. It's all the way to the outside.
And now she's giving us all a chance to bask in her effervescence.
Sonya Deville kicked in with a solid shot.
She'll take things into the ring.
And that's... the body's not meant to be stretched that way.
This won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment on an opponent.
It's a roundabout strategy, but it might work.
Look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprising, right?
And now she's looking to go top rope.
From the top. Hey, don't look now that that ladder is lined up perfectly.
Showtime! Get set on a prize now.
Gonna need a better grip on that.
Yeah, no way that's coming down.
Just breaking down the opponent.
Looking to snatch a victory here, guys.
I think it's gonna happen. I don't like the looks of this, guys.
Here we go, making that all-important climb up the ladder.
I think this is it.
Going that extra foot or so can make all the difference in the world.
Can you believe this? This is crazy, guys.
It's one of the biggest nights of the WWE calendar, and after weeks of anticipation, the Money in the Bank ladder match is finally underway.
The stakes don't get any higher than this, Michael. A career-altering opportunity is literally hanging in the balance for 6 of WWE's most talented superstars.
Bayley knows what it takes to win this match, but there are no underdogs in the ring tonight. Every single one of these women is a legitimate threat to grab the briefcase.
Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
A steel chair? Something we all know can be a devastating weapon.
Willing to bet we're looking at the winner climbing that ladder right now, ladies and gentlemen.
And Bayley connected nicely there.
She avoids the contact. Out of the way in time.
Straight forearm. Setting foot in the ring now. Getting the ladder set up.
Right in the center of the ring. A picture-perfect location.
This could very well be it.
You could very well be right.
Here's Bayley landing hard on the outside. She wants to take this one outside the ring, it seems.
And she's pulled out a steel chair. That could be an equalizer inside the ring. Bayley in full control here.
She's starting to look concerned. Turns that back on Sonya. she has the whole outside to play with.
Stop to the leg. Oh, my God.
Looking back. And Sonya avoids that one.
Tossed into the corner.
Just hot shot it to the outside.
And back into the ring she goes. Getting tossed.
Superstar gonna do that.
Take it now.
Fire the triangles and it's in. Oh, this is terrible. This is bad.
Well, this isn't going to win the fall, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
And the triangle. Oh, my goodness. Look at this power.
And back in the ring we go.
Kick lands. Razor with the kick.
That gut-wrench suplex.
Ooh.
Raw power from the submission magician, and she's not done yet.
Bailey did a homework there.
To the outside.
This could get wild.
She re-enters the ring now. She slips outside. What has she got in mind?
Oh, and the ladder finds the mark. It'll be tough to bounce back from that one.
And this match will head back to the ring. Lacey's attack gets reversed.
Making that shoulder a priority.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
Uh-oh, ankle tap.
Beautiful takedown.
Oh, knee crusher.
That's gonna hurt.
And now it's Bailey on her heels.
Backbreaker. Speed with the ladder.
Byron, looks like that ladder is perfectly placed.
Hey, you can't ask for a much better spot than that.
Here we go. We might be witnessing the ascent to victory.
I think you might be right, Corey.
Trying to sting a victory here.
Questionable timing of this move, Cole. Look at this. The ladder is positioned perfectly. Big forward. Unpacks a well-placed punch.
Jax cannot be overpowered. Oh, that can rock you. Oh, straight forearm. With no countouts, there's nothing keeping her inside the ring. Oh, that backfired on her.
That's one way to use a ladder.
Blow to the back of the neck.
Up and down. What a slam. Oh! Right to the back.
Taking it outside the ring now. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
She is not taking any half measures, going straight for the ladder. My goodness.
Oh, look at the impact.
Oh, now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver.
It's locked in now.
This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process.
Teeing off.
This is just... she wants out, and she'll do anything to make it happen.
She's pushed into the corner. Turn Nia Jax around there. Jumping arm breaker. That'll do some serious damage.
It's wrist control, very effective. And finger snap.
Elbow smash.
Knee right to the jaw.
Good night.
Counters that. Oh! She's in a dangerous spot. You could lose this. Shayna Baszler. What a smash.
That is just insulting.
I'm gonna tap out here, but it ain't gonna matter.
You still do a lot of damage, though.
Oh my, look
Look at this, Corey. Look at this.
Finding her way out.
How did she break that hold?
Spectacular.
All right, she's back in, ready to go.
think I know what's next.
Your favorite, Saxton.
Yokosuka cutter.
She'll get sent out the hard way.
Producing a trampling. She heads out of the ring.
Interesting strategy. With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture.
What is this superstar going to do now?
Oh no, clogging the airflow. This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process.
Backbreaker. And she releases the hold as she feels Bayley's powerless here. Returning to the ring now.
Bayley couldn't avoid the big shot.
The Dude Buster. And Nia getting...
Bayley locks it in. The Kirifuda clutch is applied.
California clutch.
This one's over. This is over.
About time.
Well, this won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment on an opponent.
It's around him.
Look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprising, no?
She's lined it up perfectly. Right where it needs to be.
Looks to me like that ladder's positioned perfectly in the center of the ring.
Now you just got to climb.
She's going for it. Could this possibly be her moment?
I think we might find out.
Taking a bit of a chance here, Coleman. Nia Jax pushes that one off.
Check out this power, ladies and gentlemen. Up and...
And the end is within reach here for one of these superstars.
Nobody in this building thinks the match can end here.
I think so.
She goes back inside the ropes.
European uppercut.
Kick right to the leg.
Escapes.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
And returning to the ring.
That's just fun to watch.
Getting the ladder situated right now.
A good here we go again.
Drops the knee.
Both wrists captured. This is her time to shine, and don't you forget it. Kick right to the leg.
And Bayley never saw that coming.
Uh-oh. Going for the ride.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there. Boom! A running knee smash.
Making the climb here. Maybe looking to end this thing right now.
Boom! Head kick connects. And Lacey finding a way to inflict more damage.
Yeah, Shayna's no stranger to fights, but she's looking way out of her comfort zone.
Lacey Evans.
Boom! Women's right. Statement offense from Evans.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Evans with the women's right. Statement offense from Evans. Looks to me like that ladder's positioned perfectly in the center of the ring.
Now you just got to climb.
Here she goes, but can she get it loose?
Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
When you miss a shot, you don't usually fall 15 feet. And the blink of an eye, Baszler is reeling.
The gears for Deville might be turning towards ending things. What a shot.
And Shayna came out on the wrong end of that sequence.
Yeah, it's not often we see Baszler in this kind of predicament.
That'll fillet your chest.
And now Deville is set ringside. And it looks like she wants to take this match outside.
Treating the torso to yet another attack.
Oh, the knee drop connects.
And now she's...
Baszler. Look at the steal win here.
This is highway robbery. Doesn't appear to have a good handle on it.
Reach. I'm going to tap out here, but it ain't going to matter.
Her clutch is in. This one could be over.
Breaking the grip, breaking the grip, breaking the hold. Bayley in full control here.
With a Bayleyplex.
Oh, man.
She heads into the ring.
Oof. Lands the haymaker. Taking aim on the arm.
Look it. No. No way. It's not off the top of the ladder. The impact. Baszler in big trouble. Lacey Evans walled up. Evans right connects.
Will that do it for Lacey? Will that do it?
Making the climb here. Maybe looking to end this thing right now.
Oh, here we go.
Well, that's one way to leave the ring, I suppose. She's taking things to ringside. Heads out of the ring. What's next? Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Climbing the ladder at this point seems to be a bit ambitious.
Hey, it's never too early to try.
She's looking to unhook it here.
I think she's got a chance. Huge spot in this match right here, guys.
Big opportunity here, guys. This could be a turning point. So very close. Taking it to her now. The looks of this. Looks like that ladder set up perfectly in the center of the ring.
Gonna try to win it right here. No time to waste. Gotta get it done now.
It looks like this fight has absolutely no boundaries, gentlemen.
No boundaries and no limits.
Smash on the wall. I don't believe it. Bring it down, setting it up.
And Sonya's still managing to rally some offense.
The gears for Deville might be turning towards ending things.
What a roundhouse kick.
Going up high with the punch.
Coming back in the ring.
Haymaker connects. She will wisely return to the ring now.
Bang! She's sent to the outside.
Coming in hot.
And no countouts means she has the whole outside to play with.
Oof! Kick finds it. Big opportunity here, guys. This could be a turning point. She's on the verge of victory here. Looks to have a good grasp, but it's just not coming down.
Oh, this has got to be frustrating. Speed with the ladder.
She's setting it up right in the middle of the ring. Right under the prize. Perfect. Looking to snatch a victory here,
I
guys.
think it's going to happen.
Looking to unhook it here.
Here we go.
What is taking so long? Pull it down already.
Yeah, hurry, hurry.
Here we go. Making that all-important climb up the ladder.
I think this is it.
Even high above the ring, she showed she had a clip from the top rope.
Just twisting away. I'm going to tap out here, but it ain't going to matter.
You still do a lot of damage, though.
Setting it up.
In perfect position, too. Looks like that ladder set up perfectly in the center of the ring.
Here's Evans landing hard. How in the world is she going to get out of this? Trying to slide somehow down the back. It does.
Trampling the opposition.
Oh, my gosh. And Sonya feeling trouble.
Looking to snatch a victory here, guys.
I think it's going to happen.
Here we go. Making that all-important climb up the ladder.
I think this is it.
And now it looks like she's struggling for air. Continued shots to the core will do that to you. She's into the ring again. Looks like she has a real chance here, guys.
She's going to do it.
You got to pull like you've never pulled before. Come on.
Working to unhook here.
Victory is within reach. Smart move here, Cole. Let's see if it pays off. Kick right to the leg. Looks like that ladder set up perfectly in the center of the ring.
She's one pull away from winning.
Looking to make a major statement to the rest of the locker room here, fellas.
Yeah, statement's about to be made. Oh, my. Oh, man.
Just a few steps away from victory now.
I think it's going to happen. Heading back to the ring.
Not quite there yet, but don't stop now.
I don't know, Michael.
She's trying one more time.
Oh, raking the back. She'll take things into the ring.
Missed timing with that springboard.
Here comes another one.
Now she's allowing the WWE Universe to simply soak it all in.
What a shot by Nia Jax. Nia Jax, so powerful, so dominant. Oh my Lord, Jax on the verge here.
Sonya Deville with the reversal. Gotta find a way to get out of this. Re-entering the ring now.
Check out this power, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and
Technique.
He's queuing it up again.
What a weakening armbreaker.
Oh, man. Overhand connects.
She's in the ring now. Back elbow.
Jeez, you see that? Just whipped into the table.
telling her opposition, you are way out of your depth here. Trying to chop her down with a low kick. Oh, look at this. I don't want to be part of these problems. Don't want to be part of this crowd. She got launched. Looks like she's setting up for something better. Who knows what's on her mind here? That's what we need here, though. Lacey fends that off. Ooh, what a damaging blow. Ooh, stiff punch. Kick to the abdomen. Back to the ring now. Face first with a waistlock takedown. She steers clear of that one. Roundhouse kick on the mark.
They're proving a bit slippery for them there. Good grief. That's a chop that'll wake you up.
She's getting that ladder position perfectly. Setting it up is one thing. Climbing it is entirely different.
Oh, just scrubbing the face on the canvas. Oh, an elbow drop for added measure.
All right, she's back in, ready to go.
Incoming! Oh, man.
Here's where you want to leave no room for error once you do decide to set and climb the ladder.
Look at this. This could be it.
All the way from the top of the ladder. She like this, it's over.
Muscle all the way up and all the way down. Powerbomb.
And Bayley has taken a lot of damage in this match.
Yeah, Bayley's got to somehow fight through the pain right now.
Outside of the ring now.
What's the plan here? Snap air.
And a sliding knee strike. There's a supreme woman in our midst. Show some respect, WWE Universe.
Ooh, DDT.
Climbs back inside.
Trying to go for it again.
Nia Jax brushes that one off.
Great job refocusing to reverse that.
This kicks to the gut. Oh, it's raking the back.
Here's Jackson flying. Sent out of the ring, not sure she wants to be here. Taking it to the floor. What's she gonna do? Oh, an elbow. She goes back inside the ropes.
Right to the chest.
Shayna Baszler's got her opponent where she wants it. Whipping lariat. And a submission. Is she gonna tap?
This won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment. She can tap out all she wants. It's not going to put an end to the suffering.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Stomping out.
Baszler at the count. This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process. And she's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
Back into the ring. What a counter again. Lacey Evans rolled up. Armringer.
Big right hand.
She re-enters the ring now. She's getting herself in the zone, but she shouldn't hesitate much longer. Timing with that reversal. With no countouts, there's nothing keeping her inside the ring. What a straight forearm. Caught the leg. An effective count.
Across the top rope. Reversal after reversal. These two aren't ready for each other.
This one is headed outside, guys. Elbow drop. Piercing. And returning to the ring. Jack-shattering boot. Great reversal from Jax. And back into the ring she goes.
Takedown. Helicopter spin.
This is ridiculous. This is insulting. She's trying one more time.
What can they endure?
There they go.
Into the corner. This can't be good.
Wicked clothesline.
She's rising back up on those wobbly legs. From way up. What? You want to talk about putting it all on the line. Always an extra risk when you dive ringside. Contorted, doesn't look good. This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process.
Sent out of the ring, not sure she wants to be here. And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here. Uh-oh, look at what they're going to do. Oh, right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough.
That's just a beat down.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Will that do it for Lacey? Will that do it?
Turns that back on Sonya. She's got an answer for that. Uh-oh. Look at this.
Oh, he's right.
Four-way slam. Oh, kick right in the gut. Oh, smash. Just fun to watch.
With a Bailey press. This could very well be it.
You could very well be right. She might get this.
I think it's more than might.
This might be the final pull. It's almost done.
And back in the ring we go.
Ben tap. We're about to see it.
And that's where the winner's right.
Yet another big move, guys.
She's into the ring again.
Ooh.
By the back elbow.
That's one way to use a ladder. Bailey looking to end this. This might do it. But slams. Is it enough for Bailey?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Baszler dodges it.
Looks like it was a tear your knee apart.
She catches Bayley with a counter. Baszler to the outside. She's taking this outside. This one cannot be lost by countout. And now she's getting back into the ring. Comes back into the ring. Getting a ladder in position now. Smack dab in the center of the ring, too. We might just have a winner here. It's close. Closing in on the prize here.
Taking so long. Pull!
Headed to the top rope. Hung across the middle rope. And a kick. And this one might be headed ringside.
Speed with the ladder. Up the ladder goes.
Powerless position to be in right now.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well.
Kick right to the leg. Double team out. And the counter.
She'll take things into the ring.
Nice takedown. She's taking things to ringside. Look out! No count out as she takes this fight to the floor.
Nia Jax out of harm's way.
Showing her competition what a real superstar looks like.
Here's a snap there.
And a flying knee strike.
She's lined it up perfectly.
Right where it needs to be.
Oh, so dangerous, so dangerous. Oh, what is going to happen here?
Self-strong barricade.
And Bayley there piles on to the damage she's already dished out.
Bayley must be having thoughts of ending things soon. Storming away.
Right back to it, returning to the ring.
Connects on the kick.
Heartbreaker. Putting the shoulder in jeopardy there.
Willing to bet we're looking at the winner climbing that ladder right now, ladies and gentlemen.
She's worked so hard for this.
I think it's about to pay off, Cole. Gentlemen, we are about to witness a career-defining victory.
It's almost done. Our hands will be sinking.
Good thing you brought your gloves, dummy. Call me crazy, but it looks to me like this match might be over here.
Close.
This very well might be the match. And you can feel it. The mood has absolutely changed inside this arena.
She might win it right here, guys.
And she might. No, now's not the time for butterfingers. Tough break.
Definitely not where you want to be.
Here is your winner,
She managed to
America's
superstars
sweetheart,
to win the Money in
the
the Bank
Warrior
ladder match.
Princess.
And now she has the coveted briefcase in her possession.
Now the real questions begin. When and how will she cash it in?
There's plenty of time to worry about all that later. For now, soak it in, because this is a tremendous achievement in itself.
Enjoy the moment, Ms. Money in the Bank. You earned it. What an incredible achievement.
Here is our new Money in the Bank match winner.
This certainly wasn't an easy win, but she pulled it off.
And in the end, that's all that matters.